Now it's time to walk through the steps to create two pieces of brand messaging that you'll use over and over again to communicate what sets you apart: your elevator pitch and signature sound bites. Here's a little info about each. To start, I thought I'd share this. How many times have you been asked what you do and either said, "I'm a real estate agent," or "I'm a real estate agent who," and then it took you 3 paragraphs and 3 minutes to answer that question? That's when you know you're not focused. And that's when you get the deer in the headlights look. So let's start by eliminating that. For those of you who aren't familiar with the term elevator pitch, let me explain. It's a very old saying based on the fact that you're in an elevator with a very important person, and you have only a brief elevator ride to explain to them exactly what you do and why they should do business with you. Once you reach the intended floor, time's up. That's called the elevator pitch. Let's take a look now at an elevator pitch for Teresa Stark, our home navigator in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I help waterfront seekers navigate the home buying and selling process in Broward and Palm Beach counties so they can enjoy an exclusive lifestyle rich with social connections and waterfront activities. Now let's break this down into the formula we use to write elevator pitches. I help exactly who to do exactly what so they can achieve exactly what. And let's take a look at how we did Teresa's and how we break it down this way. I help exactly who? Waterfront seekers in Broward and Palm Beach counties. To do exactly what? Navigate the home buying and selling process. So they can achieve exactly what? Enjoy an exclusive lifestyle rich with social connections and waterfront activities. This covers every critical area of an elevator pitch and has set the tone for Teresa's defined path and direction, as it will for yours. And over time, you will see this evolve into getting you the exact clients you want more often than not. And this is just one piece of the puzzle that works like the law of attraction. Now let's address and define the next part of your brand messaging, your signature sound bites. Signature sound bites are a series of bullet points or highlights of your brand at a glance. We call them sound bites because they're designed to serve as a headline of sorts, making you want to learn more. At a glance, they should showcase your story highlights and why you have the brand and position that you have. Unfortunately, in today's instant gratification and attention deficit world, people can't always be bothered to read an entire story or bio. That's when your signature sound bites can come in quite handy. Now let's look at Teresa's signature sound bites. 35 years of navigating the waterways, communities, and social scene throughout South Florida. Recognized for helping those who seek an active waterfront lifestyle to find luxury homes in an exclusive setting. Specializes in understanding waterfront homes and communities from the perspective of a boat owner. Participates in competitive deep-sea fishing, including the Ladies Fish Off, a nonprofit that benefits the Ronald McDonald House and the Billfish Foundation. Graduate of the Greater Fort Lauderdale Association of Realtors 2015 Leadership Academy, accredited buyer's representative, and accredited luxury home specialist. If you saw only these sound bites on marketing materials, they would show you the most important highlights of Teresa's brand and certainly support the fact that she is Fort Lauderdale's home navigator. Now it's time to apply what we've learned to your own elevator pitch and sound bites. First, the elevator pitch. I help exactly who. This would be your ideal customer, and you can get that right from your defining your ideal customer worksheet. If you have a primary and a secondary, try to blend them. Here's an example. One of our transition agents works with people who have not yet reached retirement age and those already in retirement. One is the primary customer and one is the secondary. Here's his elevator pitch. I help people approaching or in retirement to transition into a home and lifestyle more suited to their current needs before the need is upon them and on their own terms. So, in the first part, we've covered both the primary and the secondary ideal customer by stating those approaching or in retirement. Now, what do they need to do? They need to transition into a home and lifestyle more suited to their current needs. And finally, what will be the result? that they do this before the need is upon them and on their own terms. This is a big deal to his specific customers. As they age, his customers don't want to be forced to make a decision to downsize. They want to be proactive and do it on their own terms. So if you break this down exactly this way, you can't go wrong in your own elevator pitch. Now let's move ahead to your signature sound bites. This is where your STAIR method worksheet will come in very handy. Let's take a look. You'll need 5 or 6 sound bites, and they should focus on the STAIR method. They don't have to follow the 5 steps in the STAIR method exactly, but they can. For instance, you could have one soundbite taken from each of the 5 sections of the worksheet, or you could have one taken from the specialty section, 2 from the training section, etc. Keep in mind that you can also use part of your elevator pitch in one of your sound bites as well, because your elevator pitch and sound bites will rarely be on the same marketing pieces together. It's not an exact science, but when we look at all of these things combined, you should no doubt be able to come up with 5 powerful highlights for your brand. Starting with your specialty, what do you specialize in? Take this right back to your brand identifier, which focuses on what sets you apart. Is it luxury waterfront, downsizing, urban living? Next, take a look at the training you've accomplished as a real estate agent. This part is what qualifies you to serve your customers and adds to your value. Think about your expertise, even if it didn't come directly from real estate, but it helps you in your craft. For example, do you have specific knowledge of home construction? Have you successfully negotiated deals in the past? Do you know how to keep a project on track? How about your education? Does your educational background help you with your ideal customer? For instance, do you have a finance degree or interior design degree, or did you spend time in the mortgage industry before entering real estate sales? Your certifications and designations. These are definitely going the extra mile in your craft to bring better service to your customers. And your experience? Don't forget about experience outside of real estate that may apply. We've had agents highlight their previous mortgage experience, experience on tourism boards, experience in construction or new home sales, and even nursing as it applies to their specific customer type. Any special skills? Are you great at flipping homes? Do you have home staging skills? Are you exceptional at pricing properties correctly the first time? And finally, have you received any awards in real estate or any other profession that would enhance your qualifications? Next, on to attributes. This is how you serve your ideal customers. What are the main attributes you listed? Keep in mind, all of your sound bites should support the brand identifier and your elevator pitch. Your ideal customer is already in your mind, so this is where you can take part of your elevator pitch and repeat it in one of your sound bites. And finally, results. This too comes from the end of your elevator pitch. What results is your ideal customer seeking? You can even go a little deeper in this soundbite than you do in your elevator pitch. With all these fantastic things that describe your brand and direction, your signature soundbite should be powerful and unique and all about you. Now, download the worksheet, Creating Your Elevator Pitch and Signature Soundbites, and start creating.